Okay. So like running down to the ticket office twice to make sure we have the right platform. Because look at this ticket. It's all in a different language and we don't understand.
And it's paper. Everything we've had has been electronic.
Well, because I've been buying them electronically, but when I went to buy these, everything was in Austrian German. So I was like, I don't know if it's right. So let's just get a ticket at the station when we can speak to somebody.
To be fair, we still don't know if it's right. we think we're going to the Dolomites. We might end up in Munich. But
that'll be its own adventure.
If we end up where we're supposed to go, we'll never remember that. If we end up in Munich, we'll tell that story until our minds give out on us. We're walking, and we're walking. We found that buses in Europe are really nice. They're not like Greyhounds in the US. The problem though, they get a little
tippy on top.
Yeah, they get a little boaty, so it's almost like you can almost get seasick. This was such a beautiful bus ride. I don't even think we noticed. The roads were so narrow that we came across this truck and we had to like almost come to a stop so this truck and the bus could squeeze by each other. Everywhere we looked, the views were just spectacular.
These little villages, these little churches.
More walking.
So this little place we decided to stay at right here. We walked in and they knew who we were, handed us our key, and there we are in our little room.
This is our hotel room. It's pretty basic and it's pretty small. It does have a bathroom with a toilet, a shower, and a sink. It'll do. Oh, and there's a car, parking lot right there. Yeah, that's convenient if we had a car. Feels like we're in the Alps. Well, we actually are. We're in the Dolomites. Very alpine, but we are still in Italy. Most of the signs are in German. We're doing our typical thing here where when the first day we get into town, we usually don't have anything planned other than just strolling around and kind of absorbing the whole vibe of the town. And as you can see, it's a beautiful little Bavarian town, very Germanic. We said hi to these dogs, and this guy right here, he really wanted to get personal with me. Or maybe he just wanted a drink of water. Well, we made it to Castelrotto, or Castelrotto, depending on which language you choose. And we don't really know what to do, so we just started wandering around and came across this square, which we've seen in travel videos, and decided to sit down at this hotel restaurant on the square, Hotel
Looks like
Lamb.
they're the only ones open.
And we ordered a sandwich, and I ordered my first beer on this trip, and you ordered what kind
I
of
don't know
drink?
what it is. I don't know what he said. It's a drink, and I make it. I said that's great.
Yeah,
There's a picture.
It looked pretty like legit, local. Like try this for your experience of a lifetime or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Bye.
The air smells so good.
And it feels good. It's crisp and cool, fresh. Yeah, like there's no smog. Yeah, we stoked.
Yeah.
Edelweiss.
What is that? They're like dehydrated?
Liquid hydrogen. This is the melon 120 grad. Yeah, and this is this ice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But very, very icy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's I get it.
Thank you.
It's
You're welcome.
oh, that's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
So the fruit, it's not eaten in 5 minutes. Yeah?
Okay, yeah. Or the
Very, very
burn your tongue
yeah.
probably. What's this for?
It's the straw.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just got a beer, but that's a nice looking beer.
Yeah.
Tori was just saying, it's very Germanic here, very Alpine, right? She was just saying how she feels really comfortable here because she's kind of, that's her blood.
I'm just kind of, and I'm kind of big and, well, I shouldn't say kind of, I mean, come on. Anyway.
So at that restaurant, this couple on the next table, she starts speaking to Tori in German and asking her questions.
And I'm like, sorry, I only speak English. And then she's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah. And she's like, yeah.
So there you go.
Anyway, yeah.
We never did start out with this poll thing is, so if you know, please leave a comment. Tori has this thing for churches. She has to go on to everyone.
I love the feel of churches. I loved the pink in that church. It was just so soothing.
Every direction you turned in, it looked like something that could be in Yosemite. Next to the church there was this bell tower, and the bell tower had a little chapel in it. I don't know why you need a church and a chapel next to each other, but I'm sure they have a reason for that.
Like Matt said, endless views. Just endless.
We continued wandering around after lunch, and we found this trail that went above the town of Castelrotto.
Yeah, so this trail's at the top of this little hill, and it's so peaceful, and there was hardly anybody up there walking around, and it just went into this big circle, and you'll see in a moment the center, and with gorgeous views.
I mean, come on, if you're walking down this trail and you're not happy, then you need to go see a psychiatrist or something.
So lovely. This is beautiful here.
Yeah, it's very peaceful.
Yeah.
It's not Milan.
No. No.
The trail ended at the top at this little park, which had a chapel and some other kind of dedicated thing. Then we saw this guy here. You might get from watching our videos that we are dog people. The lighting was just perfect. Everywhere you look, it's just the most pristine meadow. There's like not one thing out of place. What a great place to be a cow. Well, we checked into our hotel and then walked around the city, car. And guys, it's a beautiful city. Definitely we are in the Italian Alps, the Dolomites, but we might as well be in Austria. Most signs are in Italian and German. Sometimes they're in 3 languages, which is a local dialect. A lot of the people here are German in looks and manner. Like they're very like we walked into our hotel. We walked through the door and the lady's like, Tori, yes. Okay, breakfast is from 6 to 8. Lunch is from 10 to 10. Here's your room. Thank you. And we're like, well,
Very in a hostess manner, I mean.
yeah, she took care of business.
Yeah.
Very efficient. But then, like, we're in this little cafe. We stopped to get our daily spritzer. And the person serving us is Italian. And, like, she's out here talking to us and asking us where we're from. And we're talking story and talking about this place. So different. But you'll see from the pictures, man, these are the Austrian Alps. And they used to be, actually. Austria used to rule us here. They just, you win a war, you lose a war, and sides change. Later that evening, this is us having dinner at our hotel.
And this dinner is included in the cost of our room.
As you can see, it looks pretty Germanic, except for the pasta. And you can bring your dog inside the restaurant. The next day, we are here, and we want to go there and get a tram and go up there, Seceda. We're hustling to catch a bus, and we came across a market. We love going to these markets for a couple of reasons. One, you get to see what the locals are up to in terms of like what they sell, what they eat. This is easily the biggest motorhome I've ever seen in Europe. We're heading to a small town and we're going to take a lift up to the Alps. And the town, the Italian name is Ortice. Car. And the German name is St. Ulrich. I don't know if I said that right. I learned literally all my German from watching Hogan's Heroes. From Schultze and what's his name, Colonel Plank. If you have a Rick Steves guidebook, it's pretty easy to figure out buses because he breaks it down for you. He tells you the bus number and usually the times they depart and whatever. Okay, we made it to Ortice. We're in Piazza San Antonio, but this is not our final destination. Now we need to find an aerial tram. So let's go. Great little town. In fact, if we knew now what we knew then, we probably would have stayed here instead of Castelrotto. In the few Alp towns we've been in, you can literally from the town take something up to a ski lift, to a chair, and go skiing from the town, which is kind of cool. This thing's not working. So our feet are.
So this is officially called a tram?
It's called a tram.
Oh my gosh.
I was really nervous on this tram ride because A, I'm afraid of heights. It's not out of control, but I get nervous. I was shoved up against the door that opens and closes for entering and exiting, and there was nothing to hold on to. And when we got towards the top, it was a very steep drop off down to the bottom, as you can see here. And I just started imagining the door's going to accidentally open and I'm going to get shoved out from the pressure of all the people pushed up against me. That was the scariest tram I've been on in my life. I told Tori, just watch your phone. Don't look down. Nice view from the top.
It was so amazing being up here.
I can't tell you how many times we've seen this setting in nature and we're like, it's so beautiful, we should go there. And we are here. Oh my God, it's amazing.
We are. And you know,
so emotional about this.
it's not going to look on video as it does in real person. But I think in video it's still going to look spectacular. This is actually a ski area we're walking, and it gets 4 seasons use because you had hang gliders and goats.
Just like day hikers.
Day hikers, yeah.
You can go to these little huts here and there all along the way and eat food. These rock formations just left us in awe.
This guy was standing out towards the edge, and I guess I felt like I should do that too for some reason. Can you get a picture with my phone? We must overcome our fear of heights. This guy's my inspiration. That's not so bad. So you don't think I took stock video off the internet. This is actually me on the precipice of death. These hang gliders would just stay in one place. They were up for as long as we were there. We were there for probably a couple hours, and they were just up there cruising around in the updrafts with this kind of like this sling with looked like a sleeping bag, like a mummy sack. Somewhere down the trail we came across these goats hanging out, and then a crow showed up. Looking north from the trail, we could see Austria.
I love these little huts.
This hut had a very Tyrolean feel to it. I really love these wooden gutters. Both the service and the food were spot on. After we ate our lunch, we went out to the deck and hung out and enjoyed the views while we finished our wine. I thought we were done with lunch, but our server said, "Do you want schnapps?" And I didn't want to be rude and say no. So we got a little bit more work to do.
That's how we did here.
We have an hour and a half to get from here up to there. I think we can do it.
I think we can do it too.
We're from sea level. Okay, when you're climbing and you're gasping for breath, here's a little pro tip. She takes a picture,
Yeah.
and I point. Just
As we catch our breath.
Yeah. Well, that was a cool adventure. Heading back to our little love nest.